Oh yo, oh yo, oh yo. I want to celebrate African soldiers of freedom. I want to celebrate soldiers now. African soldiers of freedom. So not dead as living. It's that I'm dead as living. Those that are living as still fighting. Check out the African soldiers. And listen, African soldiers.
Martin Luther King said, not allow anyone to make you feel you do not count. You must believe that you are somebody, that you are significant, that you are watched for, and you must walk the streets of life every day with a sense of somebodyness.
African soldiers, show your power. Show your power of your people now.
Malcolm X says the future is unto everybody. If you develop a sit down attitude, you get a sit down result.
Save your people from political nonsense. I say save your people from economic rubbish. Oh, save your people from political yabis. I say save your
And Sonny Okuzu can say it more. He's right.
African soldiers.
Save your people from economic rubbish. The economic tata, political insecurity unfolding in Liberia. A country in which everything is going haywire. No one knows the future. No one knows what his tomorrow is going to be. Because if things aren't going the right way, you can make projection for the future. Another day again, people. Thank you so very much and welcome to the show. Good morning, Liberia on Voice of Liberia 104.1 Monrovia, Voice of Liberia 89.7 Kakatama Gibi County, Voice of Liberia 90.7 Bon County. We cut across the country and across the world. The only radio station in Liberia that does that. My name is Sam Andrews, along with Edwin Dwyer. Your two presenters, Ari and Samira, is still on the day we're celebrating the post day. And Sekou is on a very significant research that takes time, so he can be in today. Hopefully, he's in either tomorrow or Monday, but let's take it at Monday, and Monday is going to be a bomb.
I want to stand up African soldiers. African soldiers who fought for freedom. I want to stand up African soldiers.
So the plate is very interesting this morning. Sit, tune, don't turn, but keep tight.
Those that are dead are still fighting. Those that are living are still fighting. Martin Luther King, African soldier. Remember African soldier. Robert Mugabe, African soldier. Samurai Machel, African soldier. Basharu, African soldier. Basharu, you be African soldier. Can I count that African soldier? About to Kunde, African soldier. African soldier, show your power. Show your power of your people now. From economic hazard, assess your people. From political nonsense, will you save your people? From economic rubbish, assess your people now. From political business. I said your people from economic jargon, attention African soldiers. Lala Sika, oh Lala Sika, Lala
Okay, time is of the essence. So another day. Today is the 11th day of July 2024. Great day. Going to be a day of decision making. Mark this day, July 11th. July 11th, the entire country will know whether we've got legislature or we've got no legislature. Today, July 11th. Sit tight. Right?
Yeah, so we say good morning, folks, and welcome again. We're back on. Usually when you listen to these two presenters, they got to be in the afternoon. It's very unusual to hear us in the morning, but we got to come because we are called to duty. So this is good morning, like usual. My name is Edwin Delphin Dua, and we're here up to 10 o'clock this morning. We got a lot to talk about this morning. So before we go too quickly, let me inform you that England defeated New Zealand last night 2-1, making England to qualify for the Europe final. And Uruguay was being defeated by Colombia. So Colombia going for final for the Copa America final with Argentina. So it is Argentina and uh, Colombia going for the Copa America final, and it is Spain and England going for Europe 2024 final in Germany, and it is set for Sunday. So you can miss that beautiful game in Europe or the outside continent.
All right, let's move to the acknowledgement. Thank you all for coming on, Prince Zion. You are following Good Morning Liberia from Marshall, Klawia Foundation, City of Hope, Henry Yango. You come on this morning from your end. You said you asking how. Yes, it's good as usual. It's true. It's Liberia. Ruben Cannon, you are following from Gatnotsville. Blamantilla, you've come on from Line Supermarket, District 3, Motorado County. John D. N. Yakawolo, you are following from Vanguard City, one county. Paris, where you come on from one UN house, First Street Sinker. Amos Gumen, you are following from District 5, Bon County. Zobon Utobe, you come on from your headquarters. You said AC Makia, you are following from New Georgia, Waterside, Secretary Teacher Omen. Good to have you on. Emmanuel Sika, you've come on from Benas Farm, Kingsville. Philip LG Detwa, you are following from Ganga City, Bon County. Prince Kea, you are following from the United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi. Justin Lume Bono, you've come on from Banga City, Bon County. The acknowledgement will continue as you come on. Thank you so very much. You join us for the show. Good morning, Liberia, on Voice of Liberia. There's Bibi Ibrahim. You are following from Kakata, Magibi County, and you said keep up the good work. Thank you for coming on through. We are inspired by your presence. Darlington Rule, you're following from New Georgia Estate. You said District 19, Property, Kamba Flomo. You are following from Kakata, Magibi County. Emmanuel Richardson, you've come on from Caldwell. Christopher Tue, you are following from Bunk Mines Bridge. Good to have all of you on. So the issues matter. Time is of the essence. Let's get started. First up, the Liberian Senate and the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. You are all aware that Boyman Cameron is not the Minister of Finance again. He tendered in his resignation on health ground. His boss, the president, accepted it, and now Senator Amara Conan, an economist, will look at the resignation of the former finance minister from different angles, and he would single out two significant things. Two significant. One of them, we talked about it over and over. Voice of Liberia will highlight it. We'll talk about the importance of that, doing it in time. And many of you who are fanatics of the government will say, oh, give the government time, or it's too soon, not knowing that all of these things have impact. Delay has impact. Governance is coordination. If one isn't working properly or is not working in time, it affects the other, or there will be a delay. The delay will either be temporary or permanent. So Senator Conan will take a look at the resignation of the finance minister. Hear what he said. The resignation of the finance minister on the heels of the 26th economic season raises concerns about its potential impact on fiscal policy in the economy. One. Two, the slow disbursements reported in the 2024 first quarter budget execution report, despite substantial revenue collection, could have, could have a contractionary effect on the economy and the government's capacity to provide essential services. Three, despite significant revenue collection, meaning the government collected more money, despite significant revenue collection, the slow disbursements reported in the 2024 first quarter budget execution report could negatively affect the economy of the government's ability to provide essential services. Five, why it's possible that the low spending by the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning was due to the slow formation of the government. What we've been talking about. The president took almost 7 months and he hasn't finished yet to form his government. All of those delays or confusion within himself and that of his people, they did not realize that it was causing a serious embarrassment economically for the country. It was pushing the country back. It's all because the president himself is not inclined economically. Neither most of the people who are around him are informed. So they were more political. They were looking at the political issues more than looking at the economic aspect with the slow pace of the formation. No government, no president in the history of the world would take 7 months, 7 months to form a government, and he hasn't finished. The president is still appointing. We're going into the 8th month. Conan is saying part of his pointers. This is one of the reasons we have the situation we have. In essence, he's saying, why will a president take pretty close to 7 months? Because it's as simple to understand, people. Once the government is not in full effect, you have a number of things stalling or will not even take off the ground because everything is coordination. Everything, all governance is coordination. The layer of governance, which is the various ministries, everything works by coordination. So if the Minister of Finance, like he delayed in appointing the Minister of Finance, from that period till now, American is saying it had serious effect. But you people in the political side were not looking at it. You didn't see it. For us, we know they delay in getting those individuals Initially, we said no. The president needed to appoint 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the essential to get the government off the ground, to jumpstart the economy. But they felt that, oh no, our government, you get a president chance, and all kinds of stuff. So you see now, at the time he put Amara, not Amara, sorry, put Burma
Wema
Kamara
Kamara.
there, Burma Kamara did not have the time. There are a lot more he needed to have done. Don't be carried away by those press conferences you hear World Bank and the Ministry of Finance sign. There are too many things the Minister of Finance go through in terms of balancing the economy. It's not an ordinary thing. It's not just easy. On top of it, when he took over, then illness set in. So American said the slow formation of the government has led the country into what it is now. Then he concluded by saying that there is the urgency of the moment. Why it's possible that the low spending by the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning was due to the low formation of the government, it will be advantageous to swiftly announce. It will be advantageous to swiftly announce. That means the president must move with jet-like speed, but with caution, to announce the next finance minister. If there is a gap or a delay in announcing the finance minister, American said the economy is going to crumble. It will be advantageous to swiftly announce the appointment of a successor to mitigate any potential disruptions. Mitigate means to prevent. So the quicker the president will appoint the Minister of Finance, the better it will be for the government. The slower he takes in appointing the Minister of Finance, there is every possibility of a disruption. He concluded by saying this is especially crucial as we approach the anticipated heightened economic activities around July 26. July 26 is the country's Independence Day. So he couldn't have put it any better. Right now, things are not intact as it ought to be, or they ought to be. It's all because of the too many delays or the delay in the formation of the government. And when the president started the formation, it was at a slow pace, not looking at the economic side of it. He took long to announce his Minister of Finance, as well as other key areas. And all of these things started to have effect on the government. Now, Burma Kamara did not have the time to sit and actually put things together to get the economy moving, because he got in a little bit late. The Minister of Finance is always the first. I can remember in Ellen's administration, the Minister of Finance was in the first batch of appointment. President George Weah, the Minister of Finance, was in the first batch. You know why? Because that is a key sector. That is the economy. That is the lifeline of the economy. So if the Minister of Finance is not appointed and the ministry is on autopilot, too many things going to happen the other way around. So it is with the Buakai government. So Senator Conan is saying that you have to move as quickly as you can to appoint a new Minister of Finance. If there is a delay in the appointment of the Minister of Finance, there's going to be a disruption of the government from an economic standpoint. It's going to be a disruption. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be more negative than you think it is now. So you see, the economic advisors around the president, I don't know whether they were actually seeing, they saw the signs, or they are really inclined to these indicators. If they are, they will have advised from the very onset, let's get the finance minister off. Let the finance minister be in the first batch. Let the information minister be in the first batch. Let the defense minister, the justice minister, and the rest of the people be in the first batch. That's how you go on forming the government. The government takes shape from those key ministries. The minister of finance is not in the third or fourth or fifth batch of appointment. From the very day the president announces or he takes the oath of office, the government starts right there. So the delay in the formation of the government, Senator Conan is saying that that caused the country where it is presently. And if the replacement is not done as quickly as the president can do, there's going to be a negative disruption of the government economically.
And certainly, that's what exactly can happen. So that what can happen when at time people take on office without having to prepare people to do certain other things in office. Like the other day, I was telling people that in the private sector, you see more serious minded people working to prove their abilities to the boss or to whoever that is responsible, to regulate the affairs and the activities of that job. But in the government, people will be appointed by the will of the president, and I expected to work at the will of the president instead working, with the terms and conditions of the job. So what you expect? Somebody was being appointed at your will, same the person is to sing and dance at your will. So the issue of the finance minister issue is important. I was telling someone the other day that Amara has expertise of financial background, and when Amara will be kicked a distance from the government will lose too many things. And when Amara is close to the government will have too many connections. Why I have to say that is Amara has served as finance minister before. He has the connection in the outside world. He got good friends outside, and he has partnered with several other organizations. He represented Liberia in numerous occasions in the outside world on financial matter. So those connections he got, he can be able to link the government with those partners outside. But if you want to kick Amara distance from the government or the president, as they are doing, it makes it difficult to understand that financial advice from Amara, and it makes it difficult for Amara to bring in his expertise. And the government is a government who promise that they want to come on with a wealth of experience. Amara is one of those who promise the Liberian people with the experience, and they confide in Amara ability, and they jump behind the government, and they had this president, into the presidency of our country. Amara now being kicked the distance from the country, from the cycle of the president, is causing a lot of embarrassment to the country. How you go about appointing finance minister? Amara has ideas on that. I think the president needed, some law of communication to Amara. I'm placing Amara in the case that he is a former finance minister. So he got vice idea on how finance minister should operate, the quality and competency of a finance minister. So if the president Walker will link with Amara, having close to him, Amara will give some level of advice to the president that if we hire this person as finance minister, this is the role of the president, and this is what the president should do. Just listening to very few people in your cycle who don't have that financial discipline or that financial understanding. You can have the financial understanding of your family, but not with a community. You can have a financial understanding of a community, but not with a district. So the people in the cycle of the president, their financial understanding could just be the entrepreneurship. It can steer the affairs of the country. So Amara, who has studied the affairs of the country before, has the understanding of financial matter. So if the president is going to appoint somebody, Amara should be in the know. Amara should understand because he has served the position before, and the time they served the position, came back with a flying color. So Amara should be able to provide some of understanding to the president. Mr. President, yes, if I appointed this president as the finance minister, the president should come with the law of quality, the law of experience, and we should watch the president in this process. One, how the president go about presenting the fiscal budget and stuff to the central bank or to the legislature, how do you go about defending? Then Amara will tell the president, Mr. President, if the finance minister is meeting the World Bank to defend on behalf of the Liberian government, these are fundamental acts or parts of what they are to discuss to defend the Liberian.
No, but Dra, it's not about Amara Conan.
No, I'm talking about
Neither his
Amara
distance.
experience.
What the senator is saying, which makes every good sense. We talked about these same things on Voice of Liberia. We raise these issues that if if the president delays, if the president continues to show no sign of completing the government in time, it was going to affect the government in totality. And here we are. Americone has just added his voice to it to tell Mr. President, you show the ineptitude that you needed not to have shown, given your experience, you said, of governments over those years. So the government, in essence, the government blunder. That's what he's simply saying. And that's where I agree with him. He's saying the government blunder. That's why he said if the Minister of Finance is not appointed, if the president cannot move to appoint a new finance minister as readily as he can, then it's going to be a negative disruption of the government. It's going to be a negative disruption. And he's right. He's right. The president delay, you can take almost 9 months to form your government. No government, no president elected around the world would take pretty close to 7 or 8 months to form his or her government. In fact, it tells that the president wasn't prepared. Anybody who is prepared for something, prepared, get ready for it, prepared in advance. But the president was not too sure coming in. He wasn't too sure that he was going to be the president of Liberia. So there wasn't a blueprint one, which we call manifesto. It is now that they're trying to develop the arrest agenda, the same claim they brought against CDC 6 years ago when CDC took power, that they did not have any agenda, there wasn't any manifesto. It was now they were trying to put the proper agenda together. The same thing, the party till now, or the government does not have a full blueprint in place to run the government. What you've heard, and we continue to hear, arrest is just the acronym, agriculture, rural, but a full blueprint isn't in place yet. Then the formation of the government, almost 7 months. It is not so too many things not going as they ought to go according to how government runs. So the president blunder, he's still blundering, he's still confused, he's still appointed. By now, everything, not even before we even got in May, president will finish. Sorry, in previous government, Ellen took around 3 at most a month to complete her government. We saw that with former President George Weah. He took around a month to complete his government, and then everything was in place. The government was functioning. But this government, going 7 months, the president is still appointed. He hasn't completed. So it is take it or not, leave it or not. But it is the reality. It is ineptitude. Ineptitude is simply your inability to discern and do what is right. That's all. That's what it is. When you can think right, you can act right. And when you're not thinking right, the outcome going to be a bit difficult in terms of achieving your goal. So you have a number of delays and distractions and confusion all around you. And that is the typical situation with the president. He's still appointing us because there is confusion. He's not too sure. Right now, they are thinking who to appoint finance minister. They are thinking there are a couple of names coming out. Some people say, oh, Gafwan, some people say Augustine Zizé. These are names that work in Ellen's government and other names. But I can say with certainty, Mr. President is confused. Mr. President is confused. One, here is why I think they think that he's the right person because he served as Minister of Finance before Augustine Queen Gafwan. Augustine Queen Gafwan probably maybe for love of country, he might leave, but given the kind of job that he has, the responsibility that he is executing, he's managing pretty close to 4 or 5 countries within the World Bank sector, the African Development Bank. I don't want to hold to the belief that Augustine Bowen Gafan will leave that, a job that is certain by tenure, to come and sit at the Ministry of Finance, where the minister works at the will and pleasure of the president. That if something happens and the president isn't satisfied, his advisors go to him and say, dismiss the man. One morning we will come in here, Gafan is dismissed as finance minister. Then he will be hanging around here, moving from intellectual center to intellectual center. So I don't want to believe that name, Augustine Gafan, will leave it. In fact, during the formation, when the president was announced, Gafan was around. Gafan was here, I think, before the second round. And when he was announced going to the inauguration, Augustine Gafan was still around. And we heard that name, that, oh, he will be the next finance minister. Suddenly, Gafan was off the shores of Liberia back to his work in where he is. Augustine Zizé, I don't want to believe that Augustine Zizé can handle that ministry, given the, the nature of the country. I don't want to believe. Augustine Zizé, yes, he worked there before, I think, as deputy minister for expenditure, but I don't think that he has that vigor to withstand the test of time to handle that ministry. And the other names, no, they are just names the from from partisan standpoint. Certainly not. But the president will have to do as quickly as he can. So he's confused right now. So let's move to the line and to have your say on this. Then we move to the legislature. Today is decision day. Today is the day at the legislature. It is today we will know whether we have legislature or not. 0770 907 907 0770 907 907. And you on Good Morning Liberia on Voice of Liberia. Good morning.
Good morning, Andrew. Let me say good morning to David. This is David King. I join you from Lower Mikey this morning. You know, you stressed a very good point this morning, Mr. Andrew. You are always on point. You know, since Mr. Blanca took over the country, he been very much weak informing this government. I've never seen any Liberia government that took 6 months or 5 months or even 4 months to be formed. It is only this Blanca-led administration that we are seeing. Mr. Blanca has taken barely 7 months to form the government. Now we don't have a finance minister. So it will take us maybe 2 months before we can have another finance minister because Mr. Blanca is finding it difficult to even form the government to have it running. But to see the minister of finance and resigning from your position and Mr. Blanca is stuttering now to call somebody up to say, oh, he is place to show our economic development, get on par, our fiscal policy is on par. I mean, it will be a difficult thing. So we
Okay,
will
Chief.
talk and talk to the bugger on that anytime so. Thank you.
But if Mr. Thing, before you go, if you were asked and you are being asked, who you think is best suited or can be best suited to ascend to that position?
I think Japan will be in the position to be the best president to step up to the plate and make it sure fiscal policy on course.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you, Austin.
I'm doing good.
Good morning to my friend Joel.
Good morning, bro.
This is a question we have to use for most of us. So you see, when you are sick, you cannot function well as a normal person. That's what happens to the president. But you see, those guys around the president are just forcing this. They're forcing him. So it's not easy now. But I think we are going the right way. Nigeria is going to come up, as you said. As you said, as you put I'm not gonna. If it delays, it just
Yeah, he said the government will come up from an economic standpoint.
exactly. So if it delays, a political that means we are doing. Can you imagine a president will take almost 30 months? 30 months. The man who expected that he never knew go 5 years ago. So his owner in less than or two. I was about experience again. 30 months. So for me, why
Oh,
me?
John Malo?
You know,
John Malo, no, John Malo said he doesn't want to work in the government. The things that John Malo has been pretty clear. Probably he might rethink his decision, but he has no interest given what he said, what he saw from the onset.
but then I think many also. Thank you.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Your name and where you call from, sir?
This is Edgar. Good morning to you and good morning to Joa. I'm coming from our Weaver community. That is why when we tell some of our colleagues, they will say, oh, because you're opposition, you this, you that. We said it. That it's unbelievable to see a person that will come to power. You have people that were working with you during your campaign time and all of those stuff. And then at the end of it, you have, in a man like CBC, you have a couple of weeks to prepare. You have 2 months. In November, the election was announced. You are announced a winner. From November to January 22nd, you didn't have the five minister, 5 key minister to put forward to be able to start spraying the affair of the country. You couldn't do so. This shows to the Liberian people that it is clear that the president is not a president. He's not ever. He doesn't have the ability to run the affair of the country. So for that reason, he will take time. And then moreover, he battling with health. He battling with all down with the people make self suggested because we are all poor people around. When you reach a certain age, my brother, when you make suggestions today, they will reject it.
Yeah, that's true.
This is what we are going through.
That's
Yes,
true. Yeah,
this is what we are
that's
going
true.
through.
You're
We
right.
live with that.
It's also battling mental illness. You're right. Hello. Oh,
Sam,
good
hi,
morning.
morning.
Fine.
Yeah, this is NP from Yusuf Factory Member of the Respondent DLT. Thank you for the opportunity that we are giving all. Thank you very much. Yeah, like we are now saying that the Liberian people listening to you. But you see, one thing for me, if that's what the president, why you want to put a man on this off and left with a couple of sit down? Why you get a very good job? Then you know that not get happy to that double job. You want work and give the good of the president. And that's for you. But for me, Kapanya was in our ministry before. We know what happened in our ministry. But I want to say support something. Me, I'm not going to do. So for me, if you look at me, take an example. I would tell you, say, a government will be best for that job to be honest with you. He's a younger, to get experience, to get 2 master's degree. So it's very qualified for that job to be honest with you. It's not only a company to be in a picture. We acknowledge your club doing the case too. That officer, is going to educate the president.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having your say. Hello.
Hello.
Your name, you want to move away from your radio or cut it off, sir, so that you understand yourself and we can understand you.
Are you getting me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is Dan. I'm calling you from the Balanced resident. I want to extend my thanks and appreciation to you and all of your business leaders. People who are doing the wonderful work, people who are doing all the time to protect the government so the government can be able to do the right thing. But it's just that people that think and they're not seeing the work that we people are doing. Whether they're black people know exactly what people are doing, or are not against the government. They just want to see the rightful thing to be done. So I mean, I want to tell people they should consider the good work. They should consider the street and we have the black people. We want to see our country to be the rest of that way, so that our country can be prepared with other communities and nations. The issues of the Canada ministry. I mean, what the Canada is saying is actually in the right direction. He wants the government. He wants the government to come. So I mean, the president has to listen to Mr. President to see how best we can be able to have our new finance minister so that we can see our economy moving again. We use that money for the purpose of the culture.
Thank you too for following. Hello.
Good morning.
Your name and where you call from?
Yes, this is Sam. Thank you. This is Pascal Davis from District 6. Let me say thanks for the show. You know, I mean, it's a troubling time for our country. The worst of this all is that I'm told that Mr. Blackman uses stamp for signature. Imagine, in modern age, the president of the country is using stamp as signature. I mean, that is vulnerable to anybody to think about it. And people are just appointing to doing things the way they think they do. Our finance minister has resigned. It's now the decision of the president. Like we said, our country is in a state of turmoil. All of us are aware. It's open to it. You know, for you to go even through at this critical junction, and about you right now, a new finance minister, it puts the country in sector. I mean, it has Mr. Blackman. There are several other ministers who are serving. You
Okay,
are
sir.
the deputy for education. You are all the people, deputy for welfare. You are deputy for budget.
So your suggestion is the new minister must come from within and not from outside.
Because you have idea, they've got idea already. One is at the ministry already. So
Thank you, sir.
I spent over 2 years at the ministry of finance. And so for me, I think something should be done. The old man is a proper, he's a skill, he does everything the Asian way. And I think we go, we know where everybody there. I mean, what I will in this. This is the country we
Okay, thank you,
will
sir.
live for.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Andrew and Evan.
Good morning.
I'm Peter David Pastor, in Lord Johnsonville. And as Andrew, I think people are just put it right. So when the government took power, people raised the issue. We all raised the issue relating to the slow delay in the appointment of certain government officials. Whatever government took power, they are actually position that are needed to keep up the economy. But unlike this particular government who plays low on people raise the issue. What can you do at a time? And you see, what a projection of Mr. Single Freeman is not coming to reality. The next indicator to us that even to let Jesus Christ and find out minister of the change. So, the thing I already been I'm not going to come there or any other person. Nothing is going to change. That is looking in our face and the words of single Freeman. So, my advice to Gafoa is just have to stay on that particular job so that he cannot come to tarnish his and repetition.
Okay, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to the voice of the Liberia family. And we say thank you for putting out this morning, liking our own the activity. Let me tell you something. When you are not prepared to do something, what can happen? You always get delayed. The man was not prepared. I'm a trainer. Let me get this scenario. If I'm a bidder, if I get contract and then I don't get a team that I want to work with to do that contract, you want to give me help. I do try and error out, I'll hire the person when you're not here. I hire the person until. So, let's find what brings us to say if we go to church to do about that time bomb we own. And necessarily, but we listen. We own time bomb. We just said it, yeah. We just said that this man not want to job. And people will do the work for him. So then what that person want to be asking me, I'm get up. They may not want a job. They may not prepare. Let me tell you something. The age of Methuselah has nothing to do with the wisdom of Islam. Not how long you live.
Okay, sir.
But if you live to get experience, you don't like experience. All the long time there, I have to live a good life at all. Maybe that's the barely ability to the country yet. This is the question for asking.
Okay, Chief.
That's different.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's move on to another person. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Your name?
Thank you for having me. This is Marcus with the quality for issue number 12. I listened to all of the news that are shortlisted who to hear the final initiative. I got to say, is that
No. Those are not shortlisted names. Those are guess names. People guessing and people suggesting.
I don't think
Yeah. So
that
no. Get it now. So when you're speaking to another person or somebody asks you, you will give them the right information. Just like you can say as a citizen, I think this person will be right for the position, but the government did not come up with any shortlisting.
because the government is not prepared. The government is not prepared. You see, in the first place now, the people, the majority or the Democrats are saying that Joe Biden is incapacitated to go. Age has great impact in life. When you are 80, you no longer function the way you can function. We told the people that Joseph Bata is incapacitated based on his age. He will bring a former minister that will even be welcome in the man who just taking a resignation. Because he lack of experience now. Malaka Grede will come with a need. Yeah? People will bring one out of people to food at home man. So where are we heading? How people they see
Okay, people. Thank you. Let's bring on the next person and then we move to the next discussion. Good morning.
good morning, Mr. Good morning to you. This is we are as usual. I'm joining you from a local residence. We share it, and we will continue to say this. Women look worker lack the capacity to steer the affair of this country. What is more frustrating, the president asked the former minister to resign because of the protest. Hey, Women Joe, after you ask them to resign, you have no player to replace the man as a good coach, fear the spirit. This country is not going anywhere. This country is going on a dream. We continue to say this. We need to stand up for this country. We're using the airways to call our weapon in Liberia. Let us stand up for this country. This government is tearing the country down the drain. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you too. Yeah, well, let's move now to the next discussion we've got on the show this morning. Good morning, Liberia, on Voice of Liberia 104.1 Morovia, Voice of Liberia 89.7 Pakatama, Voice of Liberia 90.7. Let's move to the next round. You got any info before we move to the next pointer?
Yeah, track this stuff is not going through.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have not responded to track.
So it is a D-Day. It's a D-Day in Liberia, July 11th, not July 11th. July 11th, today, the whole country and the world will know whether we've got legislature or we don't have, whether we have three branches of government or only two branches. You are aware of the announcement of 285 machines that the government showcased at a cabinet retreat, and the concern was development. Immediately, two schools of thought came out. One school of thought was concerned about the procurement. That means how they were, whether they were bought or a gift, to know, since this is a sovereign country, because the Constitution and the Code of Conduct also speak to those things, how they get into the country, whether by gift or by the normal purchasing procedure. That school of thought has never been against development. The next school of thought will argue purely on development. And that school of thought was political. That, oh yeah, it's all right. Man, biomedicine. This is the real biomedicine. Give me the real biomedicine. All those who are against the machines coming into the country are anti-government. They don't want development. Joe Biden will develop this country. And on and on. Some of the legislators in their rational self started to raise concern that it is not wrong to have those machines coming into the country. Everyone wants development, but at least it will be sensible for people to know. And then within the same legislators, there were some who argue that the president has, the Constitution gives him the power to go through law, grant, and in fact, he does not have to move to the legislature to notify the legislature. So the argument was mixed. The government too, or the executive, wouldn't want to come out until this day to say how those machines were procured or gifts given till now. So the confusion had been lingering within the public until the legislature, the House of Representatives specifically, took a decision to have the people around the president to move in and explain to them everything about the F moving equipment, all of those around the president. Mama Kability, Sylvester Grisby, the defense minister, Geraldine George, all of those, that they want to know whether these machines are gifts to Mr. President because he's the president of Liberia, or because he's the most loved president in the world, or he's the first president of Liberia. So countries and individuals are so free to develop Liberia with him in no time, or the government or the executive move in to buy these equipment. So let's say this is my position. Draw comes in, and then we move to the line. Here's it. The president can receive gift, but the gift can be received on condition or conditions. Those conditions, clarity. Clarity. The same way the code of conduct says you can receive gift. If you're receiving gift, it should be by this. Let everybody know. During Ellen's time, the same thing. I'm on the constitution yet, too. I'm just saying, because all of these people are public officials. All of these things boil down to transparency and accountability. Let the people have an understanding. Let them be in the know. Yes. So the president can receive gift. If it is a gift or they are gifts given to Mr. President, there isn't any problem with that. What Mr. President needs to do is to explain to the public the gifts and who gave the gifts and how the gifts will be brought into the country to be used for what. There is no law that forbids Mr. President not to receive gifts, but the gift should be explained to the Liberian people the how and the why. If those equipment or those machines are gifts to Mr. President, he has to tell the Liberian people. And I want to believe this is what they needed to have done. If this is a gift, the legislature will not be scratching its head. You know why was going to happen? The Minister of Information will have taken to the microphones and cameras and explained, like we saw with previous administration, that this is a gift given by this person or this government to Mr. President. We did not buy it. There is no document indicating that we bought it. This is the person who gave it, or this is the country who gave it. You can do a follow up on it. But you know the reason why the executive have not said anything and they will not say anything because it wasn't, they are not just giving to Mr. President or the country. That is the reason. From that time till now, they have not said anything honestly to the public. And they can't say anything honestly to the public because they are not gifts to Mr. President. The other side of this, they were procured. They went through the arrangements. They went through the arrangement to have those machines. Ain't no gift, but they don't want to tell the people through the legislature because if it is a deal, you have to go through the legislature. Once it is not a gift, you go to all of our financial laws and loan agreement and all those things. You look at it and see whether the legislature is off. The legislature is never off anything in this country. So because they went and did it from a political standpoint, ignore the legislature, probably the fact that the legislature will have hindered the arrangement. So they went through that and then came back and just put a publicity stunt on it with development attached. So here where we are. Now the legislature faces a serious test. A serious test. Not that if what they were not gifts to Mr. President. They are not gifts to the country. I am convinced that the executive entered an agreement. Initially, we heard of that South African guy, but I don't want to believe that 100% yet until they can explain. That is why the legislature invited them to the House of Representatives. So they now would say it from their own mouth that, yes, what was lingering in the media about this South African guy, he is the person, and these are the arrangements. So what we heard about that guy, what we read, we hold it as private information, as it is in broadcast, until they can move to the legislature today, July 11th. They're moving there to explain everything concerning those 285 machines. But here is my conclusion. And draw comes, here is it. one today is a test for the legislature, beginning with the House of Representatives. It's a real test. Right now, the atmosphere is one that individually is thinking how they're going to approach the situation because their character is on the line. Their future politically is also on the line, even though we've got 4 years or 5 years, couple of months. But anything can change people's decision right now. It doesn't matter whether it's 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. So they face with a very difficult situation. They have to take a unanimous vote. That's the first a test for the legislature, specifically the House of Representatives, because they are going to the House of Representatives today. The second, the second is this. The second is this. The executive, the executive will have everything in their favor. The executive branch of government and Mr. President will have everything in their favor, except the legislature or the House of Representatives stand firm. If not, Mr. President or the executive will have everything working for them. And here is why I think it will work in the favor of the legislature and all of the legitimate concerns from the other side and the people who are just saying that everything will just go down. This country, the legislature is run by the executive. And here's why. The legislature, you know why when the person is running to become president, he campaigns not only for himself, but his people he wants to get in the House of Representatives and the Senate. You know why the person who is running for president will always hope to have a good number in the House of Representatives and the House of Senate so that it makes it easy to not only pass legislations, but will be in the position to obstruct and divert any plan by the opposition to thwart anything he or she wants. That is the reason. All around the world, the president fights for huge number in the Senate and huge number in the House of Representatives. With this one, they have not that number in the House of Representatives. They got a considerable number in the Senate. So what is happening is they are working with their senators and representatives to influence the guys from the other side, not necessarily CDC opposition, because they know that CDC opposition wouldn't accept. So those guys who are independent, they are ones they are trying to influence to increase their number. Because mind you, everything in that legislature is about number. When they are taking vote, it's about number. And any decision over there, it will be by number. So they are working. Now, the argument they are putting forth to convince the rest of the guys is you can hinder the president's development. This thing is about the country. We're being in there, look at how our working today. We have not had good development. This president has come and he wants to do the best. He has a good vision, even though we've been very critical from the onset. The executive did not explain the procedure in terms of procurement or loan or gifts. But let us not serve as hindrance toward the president's development agenda. That's how it is. That's the atmosphere I give you. Honestly, that's what is unfolding right now. So, what's going to happen is you have flow today. The flow going to be one of repeated disruptions. It will work in the favor of the executive, except some kind of miracle takes place. The next thing, the next reason I am convinced that is going to work in the executive favor is the political side of it. They know that it will not be denied. So, what the executive did smartly was to bring in few of those equipment, those machines, rather, to bring in few of them. Let them be in the country. Let the people see. Let let get the people excited. And if there will be any technical issue or issues from the legislature, we can put the legislature, we can put the people against the legislature and say they are the ones who don't want development. They are this, they are stalling the development of the country, all of those. So let's bring in few of those equipment. Not only will we bring the machines in, few of them, but we'll parade. And that's what you saw last weekend. The parade with some of the machines. What you saw was it was a mind game. They were playing on you. So if the legislature came out with anything technical, the people will say that the legislature they don't want development. They're frustrating the president plan. They don't want the president to carry on any development. That's a strategy. It's going to work in their favor, except something miraculously happen. We all want a full disclosure of how everything went, the arrangement. We all want development. Anything developmental in this country, it will not be on partisan ground. It will be on country, on citizenship ground. Everybody will benefit from it. But it is equally important that every citizen knows how and why these things are coming into the country. So you're going to see today at the legislature, at the close of it, they're going to tell those people who will be speaking for and on behalf of Mr. President and the executive, next time, please make sure that you furnish the legislature with every day, every time. Go and say no more. And that's how everything will die. When this society, we know this society. That's how it is. They did not bring those machines in, those few pieces, because they in fact, if there were gifts, if there was nothing shitty about it, they would have waited, go through the legislature. The legislature does the appraisal, move with the ratification, and give the approval. But because it is a strategy, so they try to confuse the atmosphere, confuse the legislature, and then will put the people against the legislature, and then everything will work. That's the strategy. So, as I close, we look up to you guys of the legislature. It is a big day. It is a day that you people will decide whether you're in the interest of this country or you're in the interest of the president. It is the day that you people will decide whether you mean well developmentally for this country or not. It is the day that you people will decide whether truly you guys were elected for the people or for yourself. Because money going to go over there. It has started. They have started to dish out some cash to convince certain lawmakers so that when it comes to the taking of the vote, it will go in their favor with majority vote. Your reputation is on the line. No one is against development. Mr. President said there will be no business as usual, no laws will be broken. that good governance will be followed to the letter. Hence, it falls on you people now. You people are the ones who are representing the people of this country.
Okay.
You can decide whether the executive has it its own will or the will of the people prevail.
So, Sam, we can place this differently as we have the thought on what is occurring in the legislature. It's quite unfortunate to know that many of the lawmakers will not be very expressive to their constituents, where they will get back to explain to their citizens in the various districts about what is going at the legislature. So this is where you see people blaming them on how they are not in the interest of the citizens. From the beginning of this whole saga, if they would have sat the citizens to a conference, make them to understand how debt was being, waived on Liberia from President Tobor, President Totman Tobor, the Dole Time Taylor. When former President Ellen took on, she went and appealed and waived debts on Liberia. So many billion dollars Liberia was owing other countries around the world. So even if we were paying that money, you could sacrifice whole country resources. It can't finish. Former President Ellen went on and appealed, and the people we were owing, they waived that money. United Nations, the ECOWAS, whoever we were owing, they waived that money, because of former President Madam Saleh. Now, the country operating the 285 pieces of machines, we looking at how it coming to the country. Coming to the country as a debt, it should be understandable that Liberians will get the understanding that the machine coming in the country, we will be responsible to pay for it. So if we will be responsible to pay for it, now the will be passed through law, not just an individual to sit somewhere and say, yes, I'm going to pay for it. No. And how can it be passed through law? It is by the very legislature to pass it through law that we are going to credit money or we are going to credit the machines to come in country so we can after pave some of the roads in Liberia or rehabilitate roads in Liberia. So I give it the understanding, right? The whole thing, like Sam said, is almost like pushing the legislature against the citizens or pushing the citizens against the legislature. Now, the legislature will have had the responsibility on the yellow machine issue to, after the executive branch of government, headed by the president, make a proposal to the legislature or send a communication to the legislature that we are in partnership with this president to do business. And this is what the president stand to benefit, and this is what Nigerians stand to benefit. As you convince the legislature, they come back and have a conference or a town hall meeting with the citizens in the district, take it back to the house, they concord upon it, and pass it through law. That means every people who went to in the various districts have agreed upon the yellow machine to come to the country. But here's the deal. The yellow machine, we all feel what the yellow machine coming to the country, it is a very good thing, but it should pass through the procedures. If the president that people saying, would you say your honor, your highness, your excellency, and if it is by law that you say your excellency before you call the president in, and if there when a worker I would say it is a disrespect, percent it is a disrespect now. If you are to obey the law that you say His Excellency President Joseph Parker, then it means you have respected him. So if it is by law that the president is not to receive huge amount of it compromises the interest of the country. It compromises the accountability of the governance. The president would not do adequate work to check and balance people who have brought in the yellow machines if they are going contrary to the law of Liberia. That the compromising aspect of it. Somebody who consider that he's giving gift to the president with the 285 pieces of machine, that which we are still investigating. It's not possible. Even if it is possible that somebody decide to give this gift to the president should not individually accept this gift. Why? Because a product, a credit, let's say a create doubt over his accountability. The reason is when an individual has come out to offer the president immediately, he's not working as an individual, as a government. The government comprises of so many, positions. Call the legislature, call the executive, call the judiciary, make them to understand that this person is coming as a partner of progress to Liberia. And because we are friends, this is what they have decided to offer our government. The legislature will look into it. They are smart guys. They will ask, in return, what does this person stand to benefit? Is it free gift or they coming in that tomorrow they want to do business in Liberia because of the numerous resources we got in the country? Now, somebody will say the resources we got in the country, we got the resources and we are not mining the resources, stealing the resources. It will be good that maybe the person can give us the number of pieces of machine. Then, if they will come to mine, they can mine and give us 30%. People will come up with different ideas. They will be debated. And once it's been debated, then people will accept and say, yes, the 285 is so good that it should come in. Then everyone will know that. But if it is coming on the basis that Liberia will pay for the machine, it should not, the glory should not be the frank to the president has given machine, then you see Liberian working, paying for the machine. What sense does it show? The president comes out, or the people behind the president say, I gave the gift to the president. Then you see Liberians paying taxes to pay for the machine. How do we reconcile that? How does that show that it's a gift? You have screwed the political views already. People say, oh, they meant it well. People who don't know, they say, yeah, they meant it well because it brought 295 pieces of machine. Now, when you look, the money we're supposed to take to build the various market kitchens around Liberia for the marketeers, you're taking that money now to send it towards the 285 pieces of machine. After the man has schooled in political views, say, yeah, the man brought in 285 pieces of machine. The news gone. The man, yeah, the man brought it. But then, after his regime now, the next president who will take on, it is a debt upon the country, not an individual. So if President Bwaka went and signed the agreement with that person, he's signing on behalf of the country, not him as a president. So if he leaves power, 285 pieces of machine and not probably like one government or one regime will just look at the money and pay cash. Gala. It can't work. It can't work. So the next president who will take on after President Bwaka will inherit debt. So the president will be obligated to pay the debt of that 285 machine after former President Bwaka times had left and had gone with that glory that he first gave the machine, and now we in debt to pay for the machine. This is the reason why you see us asking, telling people that we are not against the coming in of the machine, but how the machine comes in is our concern. Is if the machine absolutely free, it's a very good deal for us, a very commendable gesture for us as Liberians, giving us the nature of the various roles we got in the country. But if the machine coming in that we will pay back, let us be in the know that we will pay back. But it should not tempt to say it's coming free. Then after the regime of President Baka, you see different presidents come in and say they will pay. Like yesterday morning, John Kelly was on the radio pleading on behalf of the people from Fennel. People whose houses were demolished by the government. And, he came and he said it was being demolished only for President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. They went and negotiated 16 million. Former President George Weah took on. He inherited that debt from former President Ellie. So he went and negotiated and said they should pay 5 million. All the 5 million, they pay 1 million. Around 4 million. President Bwaka has now inherited that debt. You see how the debt can go on government and not individual. Former President Sally caused that debt on the country. She gone. Former President George Weah, he inherited it. He paid 1 million. Now President Joseph Boakai has inherited that debt. Now you will see people in the government considering that debt to be unnecessary debt caused by former President Ellen. Why demolish the people houses from the land when you are not doing anything in the land? Because you have been there, the day you ready to have a project to be established on that land, you give the people the notice, bust the place and build the place, then will realize the millions of dollars government paying to the people who houses were demolished. Then you will realize that busting the horses was for a reason, and this is why we benefiting. But the bought the horses, up to now, nothing being built there. So the 5 million being paid by government is free. That's useless money being paid. Nothing government doing there. So if the machine is being negotiated that they will pay for it, let it be known to the public that even if President Joseph Boakai leaves, the next president who will take on will pay for that machine to be established that will pay for the machine. That's the point of the legislature. But if you just go on and to say and say it's not easily possible that somebody will give 285 pieces of yellow machine free without a benefit. Not true. So Mama ability then that's what we're doing. We all understand. We know we gotta think rationally. We gotta think outside the box. Let me real, man. Not because we are too much full, it means we just receive anything, right? Not because you're too much hungry to give you right person to take and eat and die. No. But the next thing should be how is it possible that somebody just look at you and give free bread to eat when you are not related to them, you don't know you are not doing anything for it, they just give it to you. It's possible, but there will be a reason. The person giving you that bread to eat because you feel that you might do something for them in future. That's how it is.
So this is what the speaker said ahead of today's debate or inquiry into the 285 machine that one each member of the House of Representatives represents a constituency and is entitled to his or her opinion. Two, this is not an issue about machines for development. It is about whether or not we follow the laws we made in order to develop our country. Three, and we will conduct this inquiry in a specific and unified manner without emotions. We will bring in the witnesses and get their perspectives and their positions on the matter. We will not overly speculate. We will go where the evidence leads us. These are the words of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, J. Fonati Kofa, the head of the inquiry into the executive bringing in 285 machines for development, it said, in the House of Representatives. Let's turn to you now to have your say. You're listening to Good Morning Liberia on Voice of Liberia 104.1 Morovia, Voice of Liberia 89.7 Kakatama Gibi County, Voice of Liberia 90.7 Bon County, the online radio in which you can follow all of the programs on Voice of Liberia from wherever you are in the country and out of Liberia. www.voiceofliberiaradio.com 0770-907-907 0770-907-907. Have your say on this one, then we move to the next point that we've got 0770-907-907. The day for the legislature, the House of Representatives today. Sylvester Grisby, Mama Kability, Defense Minister, everybody going to provide their own or give their explanation on these 285 machines the government said that they got to bring in the country for development. Morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Your name and where you called from?
Thank you, very much. This is question where I speak to you from Central Time this morning.
Good morning, brother.
So the these things were this. What were the friends when his friend stepped up here was that he is no country? What were his friends? So you see, I want to say to the legislature today as a good year, they have questions. It's better from where this thing comes from. They should call that vendor name should be given his full address, the companies, and what is going beyond hanging this machine without informing the legislation. As we already said, so these guys are informed to us. Definitely, this thing will be checked because they know that the opposition are there. So what the best man is to bring two people. And the family, you are telling, and you are telling the 100% against the play by the level of the legislation to add the half a nobody has said the government. If there's a brother to get 3,000 how come will be money? But the fact of the matter is, let everything be done the right way. Let it go through the procedure. The people see the procedure. The rules of the country, the constitution to be respected.
Thank you, sir.
So we are asking the lawmakers, we are watching at the level is left at the chair. Our hope is in the national. Oh yes, therefore too, we are done with Liberia. Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning.
Your name and where you call from? Yes, you are on the air.
Yeah, Thomas here.
Let's hear you, Thomas.
Yeah, it is the constitution that brought the president to power. So if the lawmakers don't make it, the executive live by the constitution, we will fire banana fast. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for calling too. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Lower your radio or cut it off.
Yes, it's off already. My name is Richard Greer. I'm calling from Partnersville.
Let's hear you.
I think the issue with this yellow machines is like how you guys just critically analyze the whole story. I think, like the last caller said, the constitution should be respected. We have a case right now in a Grand County that the constitution is violated regarding the settlement of illegal aliens in Grand. This is the same thing that is being dragged to these yellow machines. It is good that we have development in the country, but let it be the application of the constitution so that people will live freely and be able to do these things correct. You have people splitting the constitution because of development. They want the constitution to just. I voted for Black Guy. I voted for President Black Guy because I thought he was the best option at the time.
So how do you see him now? How do you see him now?
Or be in the interest.
How do you see him now? You say you thought he would have been the best. How do you see him now?
Why he's correct, but the teacher of the young machine when it comes to the constitution. As advocates, we should be able to stand to talk what is correct. It's not because what him, what is not correct, and we continue to stay talking. It is really absent was here, and he was misbehaving, and we put into it. So, to respect Liberia and our own generations, we should be able to respect the constitution, and we will continue to say President Boakai and his cabinet and those who are serving in the legislature should be able to respect Liberians and let us live by the Constitution. If you not live by the Constitution, you can do the right thing and it is wrong. Thank you for the opportunity.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, this is Brother Robert, and I do join a conversation from Kenya, Iceland, from country.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you so much for the show this morning. I just want to ask our representatives, let them please help us in this yellow machine process. We are hungry, not because we are hungry. So somebody should bring us food to us after eating this food, we're treating ourselves, our work, then I will spend the rest of our life to you. No, we don't want it this. Today will be the day we will submit them and we will forever remember them whether they are a serious matter of representation in our heart
So they will get to know their fortune. And we asking them to please stay for the Liberian people. Those are who represented UDDM company, who head for this district number 5. Can you please, those who in the United States, I'm quite sure that technology is technology you have today and these people today. So he was ready to stay strong and speak on behalf of the people in the district. Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice Thursday morning. So I can advise you to follow. Follow. It's going to be an open session. Follow. Follow. If you can get into the legislature, it will be carried live. All of the TVs that are assigned at the legislature will carry it live. Everything they do in the legislature goes around the whole world. So follow it, don't leave it. Your representative is there. Listen to what your representative will say. This is a crucial moment for the country. Liberia is at the crossroads. The legislature will decide today whether Liberia is finished or we have a sovereign country with 3 separate branches of government but coordinative. Today, we will know. It starts from the House of Representatives, then it will move to the Senate. So follow the hearing. What you're doing, try to find time. Follow, watch, listen, so that you will know what will be happening there. If your lawmaker is against, if your lawmaker is pretending, because we're getting information, some people coming in that some money has been given to the Unity Party lawmakers in there. And those opposition lawmakers who support the government, they are lobbying with the police. They are convincing the other people so that they will have majority say. Now, it puts the Speaker of the House of Representatives, J. Kofa, in a very difficult position that he will have to play a neutral, country patriotic role, or you give in to the executive. Already, the executive have tried and they still trying. They have not given up on their move to having removed as the speaker, so they will put Unity Party speaker there. So this situation too will determine whether Unity Party re
That's
yeah recalibrate their decision to have him removed, and he wants to stay there. So he's in a very difficult position. I just put out what he sent on his Facebook page. So he's in a very difficult situation today. Eh? So you follow, you people are citizens. You follow, you watch it. It will be carried live all around the world. Countries or people from other parts of the world, they follow our parliament here. When you go on the live, you see people from Uganda, from Tajikistan, America, France, Italy, Belgium. You see their comments. I read one of the comments, it was so interesting. Somebody wrote from Italy, they say, Liberia Parliament is too noisy. And I just said with myself, yes, that's true. They say it's too noisy. People follow from all around the world. So their character is at stake. You follow. Good morning.
Thank you. Let's say going to you and Joanne. My name is Hussein. I'm Hussein. I call this morning to the man Jacob. So let me say thank you for the publicity this morning. He pointed out like when people and the appearance of the deputy minister, the minister of justice, I mean the minister of state, national defense, that is of state. Now, please say this and be on the record. Can I go ahead, Sam?
We're listening to you, Chief. We're listening to you.
Yes, yes, thank you. So I believe in the wisdom and knowledge of penalty. Although he is a teaching lawmaker, but he's a lawful person. Now, many Liberians or people thinking that when those people appear before the national legislature, it's going to be raised. No. Now, there are people who are very harmful, who are very sensitive to the plight of the people. It's true that we support our government and plan to put up. we want machine, but there's be some there's be some so people who are thinking that there's not a compromise situation there. They are going there to provide security. They are going there. Only thing we should be saying, what more encourage the Lord because to ask the necessary and rightful question. You understand? Anything short of that, we're not taking one of
Thank
this
you,
here.
sir. Thank you.
So,
Good morning.
good morning. Hello?
You are on the air.
Yeah, good morning. There's women who are coming from one country, lower one country, to be precise, and Thomas.
Let's hear you, Romeo.
Yeah, I just want to talk about my love and this morning for the issue because I help produce. Hopefully, we have to do the revolution for us. When you go there, do a revolution, everything be done, and take us to the little God. This is an example of men for the country. We are so much strong. The too much for the country. We are for so big from this is a revolution. It will be rejected. Come. Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Your name?
Yeah, this is HP from Chigosu Factory. My mother was for the So, check. The first thing we should look at here is 22 million went for road maintenance. Did it when the aid up was free. We couldn't on the law because no, it's not about machine business. But for machine business, we come in the country before. If people like it, no. People in actual poverty, and we continue to pay the money. If you're not doing the right thing, I will tell you, you don't have to people get doing already. Everything about the people that laugh. Everything about them that laugh. I'm the law maker, if you don't pay for us, I can tell you, we will continue to pay the money. And about receiving money, how for your people, how for the people in the district. How will continue to pay you bring machine. I'm sure you cannot be a massive meeting and put your you and Paro, okay, and you get the money to put the body and bring it.
That is why they are appearing before the legislature today. Sylvester Crispy, Mama Kabila, Geraldine George, and the rest of the people to explain everything they know.
When they do the record thing, forget about saying, oh, I'll be re-elected, but do the good thing at your name of being in the laboratory of your history. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. You are on the air, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, how are you? This is the most governor, the most about this cinema. Oh no, I'm so high there in like 25 today. You know, when people were in opposition, one thing we want to tell our lawmaker is money. Our lawmaker over me and you, against my already say against already for everything with the other benefit.
What's the name of your lawmaker?
Oh, the other
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeka wants to know the actual procedure.
Aha.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's get to the point. The people, when they were in opposition, can you imagine people lash at your legislator because of representative? The former Chinese led, they were running from radio station to radio station if they were president. We are regime, and the people they should be doing. That's one thing in the country. Your lawmaker, your character is at stake. It's the whole country, the whole world looking at you people. Because they think anything that not pass to the front door, it pass to the back door. They can't in the railway. That's how you looking at. So when you know, they the example, they were giving together the way they took all the buses there for Ghana for the 2% for Tesla. How did you know Lord because they Tesla the people carrying your also. They said Tesla way from moving to car and the anything about you now. Yeah, that's the energy I get a new be on your night. Nothing with the okay approval that everything that they expect now. They will be outside like this. So we're looking at you people to bring your capital. Because if people last time when you were in opposition, we are doing the other thing, the lawmaker, that part of the lawmaker at the party, you people will be continue to care. You people are the direct representation of because from our lawmaker already know that the other police there for all this thing and be looking at. You're doing a rebel to for mama. Nobody is against the government. That's your rebel for the police and listening to them. We are not against the government. You live in all with your fire.
Thank you, sir.
no, it's not wrong at all. So just thank you. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. You are on the air.
I don't know.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name?
Thank you. Okay, thank you. My name is Mr. Kukwe, and I call from
Let's hear you,
Morning.
quick.
Yeah, thank you. The issue on discussion the yellow machine. Now there's the issue. All we need now in our country is the issue of development. But then we need to be serious. Those are going there. Those on the executive branch of the appearing today, they are going there to go and explain to them when people concern this machine. But you see, the current legislators coming down to the 50%. Are they serious people like people wait for in terms of development? The money they put in the pocket, all that asking them to recent time, who go to them? They will take the corporate and give them to the country. Is it because the machine came to grow, or is it because bothered to develop the country? The lower they're sending, I mean, they're asking the president where he got the money from, so what the party is law. The guys need to be serious and focus on the developmental issue rather than sitting the president, we have the Center for National Regulation. The president, we have the forest condominium. They ask you why you get a medicine.
So you saying that the legislature or the House of Representatives, the guys there should not be critical of the executive on these 285 machines.
They need to ask a question.
But they should not deny the executive. Even if the arrangement is not right. Is that your position?
Now there's an issue. Look at the whole project. Can we depend on the guy?
Thank you, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, your name?
My name is Amen.
Let's hear you, Gabi.
Well, thank you. We will continue to talk about this yellow machine. When I hear people talking about some of us where they do, oh yes. So yesterday we said that he did the wrong thing. So you should continue to do it. We thought that you should say you're trying to do this, what they said as usual. There will be no business as usual. There's somebody who is telling me the secretary regulation, they did, they did not ask the former president, oh, you should ask the other one. You will have to ask it. And my lawmaker, I know you and the say number 10 lawmaker are talking. Now continue to talk. Your speak.
What's the name of your lawmaker?
Number 9. He's speaking and he needs to stand. Even tomorrow, and people have to agree with the executive. Let him be so record that he's being a full of death and he will not have to sweat he alone. Let him be full of record. This morning I'm asking you to answer. Okay? Because the executive, those are going to work the executive, are so blind, they carry over their thing of all the record facts that they will steal a body machine. Same. People were going to talk, but because there's something secret, about the whole yellow machine, it was the reason why the media in this particular country and to come up to the world. Right now they are watching the whole world together. I listen to the other when the president was speaking with the Lord and then I was and it's just replace there. And then the Lord because the Lord he said when he asked the president it was a gift. It was a gift. You saw the receipt. It was a gift. And the gift of the
So if those machines,
yeah,
if those machines are gift, we know today.
well, I can country or this world that a man of work and get it to a country. That's a gift.
It's not possible on one hand, it's possible on the other hand. But this one, I agree with you. In no gift. No.
Because
Okay.
to go, when they try to see how death is going to country, they just help to see this and go black.
Okay,
What the
Gamen.
Lord there.
Thank you, Gamen. Have a nice day.
Because I want too much knowledge or experience yet. You really
Thank you, Gamen. Have a nice Thursday. Hello.
Yes, morning.
Your name?
Yeah, I'm Jeremiah, calling from Ninja Estate. Back to the topic concerning those yellow machines. I'm very disappointed in Joseph Baga government. Joseph Baga government work for the 2 years in government procedures. Those yellow machines, then they tell how it is, if that donation or if in when you have it, then you all the country we see. Thank you. Thank you for the show.
Thank you so much. So the legislature, the House of Representatives, will decide today, will give its position, whether it's going to give the OK to the executive, and then it goes to the Senate, and the Senate concurs. Everything will be known today. This is not a an inquiry. It's not a debate. It is an inquiry. Inquiry means you want to know. So it's not going to take 3, 4, 5 days. It's not a debate. Few hours. They need to tell the guide, yes, Mr. President said initially, even though it wasn't official, these machines are gift, and the gift came from this person. Or yes, these are not gifts, they were purchased by the government, or the government entered into an agreement to procure or buy these machines, and the payment will run over these years by installments. That's what they're going to do today, to explain to those guys. Then from there, the legislature, specifically the House of Representatives that is starting with, will take a unanimous vote. The unanimous vote will either go in favor the executive or against. If it did not, if the president lie, if the president lie, if the president lie, hear me. Well, if the president lie that those 285 machines are gift, and the investigation finds out that they are not gift, but rather they enter into a shaded deal to get it into the country, it is an impeachable offense. The president can be impeached, provided we have a strong, firm legislature. So it's one of the things that is hanging. The reputation of the legislature is on the line. If those people went there and said that what you heard initially of a gift, no, they are not gifts. The arrangement is this, that. Sorry, we could not come to your early because of XYZ. It is impeachable. Mr. President can be impeached. It is an impeachable offense. If the president lied to the nation on such, it is an impeachable offense. The Constitution is clear. The Constitution is clear. Mr. President can be impeached. If if it is discovered that Mr. President lied to the nation, and this legislature is a strong legislature for the people, of the people, by the people, Mr. President can be impeached. But it's not the kind of legislature around the world. This is the least of all legislatures. No disrespect to them. I'm just challenging you to do the right thing. We know. So today, we will know whether they're going to do the inquiry honestly, not putting partisan interest in it, family line in it, long-term friendship in it, worship of Mr. President, because in our country, the president is worshipped. That's the reason why the president, we so much inferior power in the legislature is not respected. The legislature, the executive never ever respects the legislature because they feel that they can turn money across in the legislature ready to spring for it like a goalkeeper springing for a ball. So that is the reason why they never ever fear the legislature. When I say fear, I mean respect. Yes. So all eyes on the legislature today. If you sit down there and it is discovered that these machines are not gifts, but Mr. President lied to the nation, and you take action against Mr. President, no legislature, no, not a single legislature will respect in this country again. And the only reason why you will stay on, because you got 5 years ahead. Some of you got 9 years, some of you 5 years, 4 years, depending on where you went. Some of you were in a Senate or by election. But if it was close to election, you'll be clearing your debts. But we know that you will do the needful. We know that you will live your work as honorable men and women. We have no reason to doubt that you people aren't nationalists and patriots. We have every reason to believe that you guys in the legislature will do what is right patriotically and nationalistic for your country. Anything to the contrary, then the citizens will have the final say. But it's up to you. If Mr. President, through his people, lie that these machines are gifts, and you realize from your inquiry or investigation not true, you start the impeachment proceeding against Mr. President. We have to set real precedents in this country because Mr. President said that the king told the presidency to ensure good governance, no lie, transparency, accountability, and on and on. So Mr. President need not engage into any shady deed. Everything has to be clear, transparent, honest, open governance. If you have that inquiry today that the whole nation will be waiting for, starting from the House of Representatives, if you discover anything outside the law, other than gifts, even when they are gifts, they must explain to you where the gift coming from. It is not forbidden that the president can receive gifts. But these 285 machines, they are substantial enough. No president around the world will just take 285 machines and give it to Mr. President because he's the best loved president. He's the only president in the world, or the first president of Liberia. The first president of this country never even got those kinds of gifts. No. So if they are gifts, let us know everything surrounding that gift. If they went through a dubious deal to get it into the country, it's not about development, though. It's about following the right procedure. After everything is done, procedurally or rightly, then we move to development. But let us be done right according to what Mr. President said. We are holding Mr. President to every word that he uttered prior to coming or taking the oath of office and beyond. After he took the oath of office, Mr. President, we are holding you. So the legislature up to your yeah. Anything to the contrary, you start the impeachment proceeding against Mr. President. Okay, thank you ever so much. Yeah? Where do we go next?
Yeah, because just to add to that legislature, Sam, good that we know we can legislature. These are ways that test the ability of lawmakers. And what happens is there will be many people who will want to turn, the response, sometimes the engagement process of Yeke Foco to be noisy, right? And I want them, I'm urging the speaker to give Yeke Caliber the time to give Frank Safoko, not only Yeke Frank, right? But every lawmaker that will raise their hand to make an input on the issue of the machine should be given the time to deliver or express what they got as their thought on the yellow machine issue. Each and every one view should be respected. If the speaker will allot a minute or minute 30 seconds to each of the lawmaker, let it be very much respected. You know, we want to urge them again on the issue of their food being very noisy. They will go about making noise. At times, you will not even get the content of what they want to discuss. At times, you will not even know exactly what they have gone into. We urging them to please be very kind, matured enough in engaging the representatives from the executive branch of government. They have crowd behind the executive branch of government for their benefit and all the stuff. They should not transfer anger into this yellow machine issue when they are asking Mabaka ability, the free space, and whoever. Let it go by asking the needed questions to clear the doubt of Liberians. We hold them of high esteem. They are our lawmakers. The responsibility is onto them to prove their oversight responsibility. Let them go about executing the law. If the people say the 285 pieces of machine are gift, let it be able enough to provide evidence beyond all reasonable doubt that the machine is absolutely free. And once it is free, there will be no debt on Liberians after the regime of President Joseph Baka. Whoever will take it should be free. And it should be established and well known to the world that the machine is being free. And if possible, there can be a communication from the donor to the legislator. That communication should also be made available to the legislature. Let the Liberian people, let the media be able to access the communication from the legislature to the donor, or the technical representatives from the executive branch, let's say from the executive branch of government, take a communication from the donor to be able to substantiate enough the claims that the 285 machines are free. The communication will be spread out to the various media institutions that will be there today covering the appearance of Mabaka ability, the Crispies, and whoever from the executive. When that is done, the Liberian people will be able to understand and believe the media that exactly what occur or happens at the legislature today, this is it, and it is free or not free. Let legislature be very open. Sam said, it is a very hectic and tough decision and observation by the speaker today. Mr. Speaker, if you would take side with few lawmakers because you feel maybe they have been pocketed, your reputation will be brought at stake. And if you will also want to side with few group of lawmakers because you feel that they are in the interest of the Liberian people and don't want to link with the other lawmakers who perhaps might be very vocal on every document or lesson from the donor, you should also be able to provide every substantial document enough. Give your colleagues a chance. Let the propan enough. Let the experience enough. But it should be void political sentiment. It should be void individual understanding, but should be of okay. So it should be on the basis that the Liberian people will benefit from the 285 diesel machine and get the clear picture and understanding that the machine in country or coming in country, whether it's on the machine account or the Acera Meta or Billiton or B mounting machine they using the Apple on truck around here, put flare on it, passing around here to wings or to draw the attention of the Liberian people, let it be able to tell you lawmakers. So we are informed that some of the machines are in country, though it is not official because it has not been said by the information minister, but these are some of the hard questions to be asked by the legislature. The machines that are parading the capital of Liberia or Monrovia from the UN drive, from the Japan freeway, from the free port, are they part of the 285 people machine? If yes, how did they enter country and when did they enter country? Where are they? Those are hard questions I think they should be asking Mabaka and the rest of the people to be able to provide us with understanding. Because mind you, perhaps the people, the whole thing will look at it to be mean. The executive might want to do this to just show out, to draw the attention of the Liberian people and make them to know that they have somebody already they deal with to bring the machine, but the machine has not entered country.
Okay.
So they might bring few of competent machines and bring it out like here around here. Then Liberian people say, oh, they put not bring the machine, the legislature say they put not bring the machine. It will term it different, it will pink you differently. So that's how it is.
Ricky, I think we've discussed that exhaustively. Let's wait to see now what how it plays out in couple of hours from now. The Anti-Corruption Commission headquarters will announce the final the final date for the declaration of government official assets, July 31st. July 31st. Yeah. July 31st. July 31st. By the end of this month, everyone must have declared their assets with the country's anti-corruption commission. According to LFCC, the deadline is the 31st of this month. If one wishes to go public with what he or she declared, fine, it's personal. But everything declared with the LACC will remain confidential as the law provides. If the person finds it necessary, like others did, to go public so that the people would know how much he or she brings the to service, what he or she had, fine. But LACC will disclose nothing. But the person himself, like the president did, which has too many questions attached, but the president now, what you have there, and LACC, our own system here, it's not really a system representative of assets declarations. It does not have the standard. No, what we do here is purely communitarian and a community thing. Because the person will issue a fine sheet with scratches all over Gaza and submitting an LA. That in other countries, just go on the internet, ask for some of the document assets, how people declare you see, well written, well laid out, with all of the descriptions and other things that are needed. And after the declaration, there is the verification, but verification for us is in the office. There is the practical verification to know. So if a person has his four houses in Mount Barclay, once that person submits that document, LACC verification, the paper check, and then the file. So no, LACC does not know those five or four houses, the condition they're in, or whether they've been updated. And from that time to the time the person is leaving office, you will see that the house, or it will go to five or six, nothing like that. In other countries, that's how they do. So it's difficult, even though you can eradicate corruption, but the people are always on top of the game in determining corruption. But LACC, people submit documents. As far as they concerned, they declare their assets. They are excited. So they blind fool LACC. That's why they call bully. That's why they call it bully. So LACC is excited by the papers. They check the papers, they file in the papers, put it in the cabin, and nothing beyond that. Nothing beyond that. The man said he has a private jet. Where the private jet is, and that's not LACC business. The man said he has people, like one of the persons who declared his assets. I think he said he has a boat. What that boat is, whether
Yeah,
it, yeah, whether it's at the Freeport, we know, whether it's in Lebanon, we LACC, we know, where is at Buchanan Port, LACC, all LACC know that the man has boat. This country is interesting, very interesting, and that's a bad way. So, in my opinion, our own style of declaring access is just a political stuff. It's just not international standard. No, LACC has to go beyond verification for us. Yeah, the paper verification for the anti-corruption commission in other countries is purely practical. They want to know, to assess everything. So over the time, if you accumulated more money or your infrastructure investments increase, they will know. That's when they will start asking the questions. But yeah, no, the man presents 3 houses, 500,000 in his space of 600 million, get 2 million, 3 million. Let's see, you get down. Probably concerned with the man, all the government is tagging or he down and enjoy himself. Okay, so I think we didn't announce from the start of the show the cash money giveaway because we're encountering a problem. It was purely technical. So I think that has been rectified now, so we can go, right?
Okay, so we got the cash giveaway on now. We, like Sam said, we were having a technical issue, but now everything has been resolved. So all you do is to dial *799 hatch. Okay, and number 8 was in Liberia, pay with 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents, and win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. We very sorry coming on the show with the hidden piece. Let's say on the show with the cash giveaway very late, but the opportunity is still yours to make money on this one and say yes, federal government will take me to get this amount. So we check the first one up quickly and come back and let you know that we are up for business. That's by coming late. We don't want to waste time with giving out money to people who deserve it, right? So keep the entry that's 799 hatch. Okay, select number 8 was a Liberia pay with 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. We got the very first winner here. We come and pick up this winner, and afterward we will select another winner. So
And as the winner is being processed, play, continue to play as many times as you can play. We are approaching the weekend, and you might win thousands of Liberian dollars. It is the fastest, shortest, quickest way of getting money in your pocket. You will never ever go broke. Continue to play.
okay, so keep the entry that's *799 entered and select number 8 was Liberia. Play with $100 and win 2,500 Liberian dollars on this choice day today. And soon as you win, automatically take the draw when it goes to your account. We come and take our first winner. In how much we do it, we gotta do it very, very fast and furious on your radio. This winner, let me take the winner quickly. Let me take the winner quickly. Let me take the winner quickly so you can know that we're up for business. Yeah, this is the first win. Okay, we're calling the president answering the call. He has some poking this opportunity. And, keep the entry 99 Hatch OK select number 8 was a Liberia to $11 and win 2,500. Good morning.
Yeah.
My name is Edwin Melvin Jua and I call you from was Liberia. What is your name?
My name is Charles Nonsia.
Charles who?
Charles Nonsia.
Charles Nusia. From where?
From Omega.
Omega. You play for the Liberia away?
Yes.
How many times?
I just today I play.
How many times? I know.
One time.
Okay, one time. Oh, you lucky. You win 2,500.
Okay.
You just need the money. Check your account.
Yeah, I saw the message.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. That's what can happen. 500. So keep your entry down star 799 hatch. Okay, select number 8 was Liberia. Play with $100 and win yourself the 2,500 Liberian dollars. Yeah, wow, we pick another winner again. We're going to pick another winner again. So keep the entry coming through. The more you play, the more you win. The more you play, the more you win. And we're going to have it here again. Pick another winner. We aren't joking here with the cat giveaway. The more you play, the more we send you money. And once you win your money, we transfer it to your account quickly. Keep the entry at star 799. Okay. And okay. Good morning.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm fine. Your name? Your name?
My name Edwin.
Edwin who?
Edwin Fire.
Edwin Sanya. My name is Edwin Melvin Duarte. Yeah.
Yeah.
I call you from Voice Liberia.
Okay.
You play Voice Liberia cash giveaway today?
Yeah, I just play
Yeah. Now, how much you
one time.
play? $100. Wow. You win
Yeah.
2,500. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. You got in your account?
Yeah, I got to carry on.
Okay. Check it out. Quickly. All right.
Okay.
Okay, Edwin won himself 2,500. So you could be that next winner to again. So keep the entry at 799. Okay, select number 8 was a Liberia. Pay with $100 or you pay 70 cent US and win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. And once you play, you win. Your money goes to your account automatically. This one is no if or n. Once you come there, we give you your. So we take another winner. Hmm? Okay, we take another winner. Let's take the other winner. We Let me take the third winner, and this is how it goes. Yeah, this is how it goes. This is how it goes. Yeah, let me see. Let me see. Let me see quickly. Take our third winner. Now we got third winner. So the more you play, the more you win. There was no doubt about it. So keep the entry at 799. Okay, in slot number 8 was Liberia. Play with $100 or 76 and win 2,500. So this person is our tier winner now. The person is our tier winner. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name, my name is Edward Melvin Juma from Voice Liberia.
Okay, Steven King Afon, was an legend.
Okay, Steven, if you played the Voice Liberia cash giveaway,
Yeah,
and how many times you
after one,
one time?
yeah,
You have won yourself 2,500.
okay, thank you.
You got it?
Yeah, yeah,
You came already, right?
I get it to the message.
Okay, thank you, bro. So keep the entry coming. Let me make more money this morning. Let me get you more money this morning. Let me call back Edwin and find out what I Edwin got money. Before then we pick up another winner. Hello, Edwin.
Yeah,
You got a money?
yeah, I get it, thank you.
Okay, 2005. Enjoy yourself, yeah?
Okay.
Okay. So we have pick up the third winner. Now we're gonna see whether we can pick up the fourth winner, quickly. But keep the entry coming to that star 799. Okay, and select number 8 was a Liberia. Play with $100 and yourself uh win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. So once you win the money, we transfer it to your account quickly. And we aren't joking on giving up money to you winner. So once you win, get your money, yeah. So let me see whether we can pick up another winner. Let me see whether we can pick up the fourth winner. Whether it's possible to get a fourth winner here. Yeah, let me see. And of course, and pick up our fourth winner. Let me pick up the fourth winner quickly. Yeah, we are not joking here. We pick up the fourth winner quickly and send the winner money. Then we let you know that we up for business this morning. Keep the entry coming through. That star 799 hatch. Okay, slot number 8 was a Liberia. Play with $100 and win 2,500 dollars. We pick up our winner here. Let's see whether we can pick up our winner. The fourth winner. The fourth winner. We'll pick up the fourth winner. 680, 99. Okay, so yeah, so keep the entry coming. Star 799 hatch entered and number 8 was a Liberia. Play with 100 Liberian dollars and win 2,500. So let me send the full price of the money, yeah. The more you play, the more you win. It's of no if or end. Soon as you win, we transfer you the money quickly. Once you win, we send your money, yeah. Hey, the other person spoil the whole shoot the money. Everybody from within their money, then your own of wow. Let's see whether we can keep pressing. Keep the entry to star 799. Okay, select number 8 was Liberia. Play with the person whom is off. The fourth winner whom is off, and this fourth winner person whom is off. So let me see whether we can pick up the fifth winner. Let me see whether we can pick up the fifth winner. Yeah, we are not joking. The fifth winner quickly. But keep the entry coming through. You can beat that winner. Keep the entry coming. Star 799 hatch. Okay, and select number 8 was a Liberia. Play with $100 and win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. And once you win, money go to your account. Your money go to your account. Okay. We got it. We have generated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our fifth winner now. Let's see what we can pick up. This winner. Okay. We pick up our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this will be making 12,500. We give us just in the course of 15 minutes. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Edwin Melvin, and I call you from Voice of Liberia.
Huh?
My name is Edwin Melvin, I call you from Voice of Liberia. What is your name? What's your name?
Hotel Bena.
Hotel Bena.
Yeah,
You play Voice of Liberia?
I played.
How many times you play?
I played.
3 times.
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah, I played 2 times.
Oh, the money play.
Yeah.
Okay, we're telling you 2,500.
Alright.
You got it in your account already?
Let me check it out.
Okay, check it. Let me call you back.
Alright.
Okay. Otello won himself another 2,500 Liberian dollars. Keep the entry coming. See how much you want to be a winner. A winner never quit. Quitter is never a winner. Star 799 had OK and serial number 8 was a Liberia. Play with 100 Liberian dollars and win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. You play with $100, you win 2,005. You play with 70 cents, you win 2,500 Liberian dollars. So I'll tell about whether he got his money, and after then we pick up another winner. Then we go to our show and because the money. Yeah, let's see what we can give another person. Yeah, money. Yeah, Utalo,
Yeah.
you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, Utalo, you got it, yeah. So Utalo played 3 times and won 2,500. Imagine playing with 300 and get 2,500, you make 2,200 profit. You see how interesting and good the program, right? So keep the entry quickly. Let's pick up another winner. Let's pick up the winner. Let's see whether we can pick up our sixth winner this morning. Star 799 Hatch. Okay, and select number 8 was Liberia. Play with $100 and win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. And once you win yourself 2,500, it is a very good and remarkable one for you. And everything will be, of course, with you winning the money. So now we're going to this one. Let's pick up this other winner quickly. Let's pick up the winner quickly. Let's pick our sixth winner quickly. We're making money in this yo. Listen to voice like we're making money. We just can't make it lazy. We just can't make it lazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's pick our sixth winner. And I don't know the number keep coming and Jimmy. Okay. This is the sixth winner. 0, 5, 5. Keep the entry coming. Keep the entry. That's star 799. Okay, select number 8 was Liberia. Play with $100 and win yourself 2,500. Hello,
Yeah.
my name is Edward. You are playing from Liberia.
Yes.
You play for Liberia every way.
Yes.
How many times?
2 times.
2 times. 200.
Yes.
And how you play 2 times, right?
Yes.
Okay, you are won yourself 500, yeah?
Yeah. Thank you.
You get it already?
Yeah.
The message in your phone?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I said, let me
Peter calling.
Peter Colley. Okay,
Okay.
Peter Colley has won himself 2,500. Peter is our sixth winner. Let's see what another one again. Let's see what I could pick another winner here again. Quickly. Just keep your entry coming through. That's star 799 Hatch, okay, and select number 8 was a Liberia with $100 and win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. So let me pause it here. We go to our discussions more, yeah? So right after the other discussion, then we'll come back again, pick up the winners in row, see where we did it. Though we came in late, but at least we have given us 6% money. So 6%, if you do your mathematics, you will know that we have given us some substantial money, and it is all yours, right? So 2,500 times 6, we are giving us 15,000 this month just in the course of 30 minutes time. So you see how we here for you listen to voice Liberia and making money that 5 and 6. So keep the entry that's 799 touch okay and select number 8 voice Liberia pay with $100 and win 2,100 Liberian dollars. Oh, let me see what we can pick up a seventh win. Sam, Aguirre. Okay. So I'm asking for time because I want to give you more money. I'm asking for time because I want to give you more money. I'm gonna pick the other winner, yeah? So keep the entry coming to *799 hatch. Okay, and select number 8 was on Liberia. Play $100 or 70 cents and 1,500. The more you play, the more you win. The more you play, the more you win. A winner never quit. There's not a winner. That's how it's like. So the more you win, the more you play, the more you win. And once you win, you send your money to your account. You don't buy no joke. Yeah. So our six winner now. See whether we can pick our six winner quickly. Give their money to them. Yeah. Win here to Jogo. The more you play, the more you win. And once you win, we get your money. Wow. So the numbers are too confusing to really select the winner. It is something very this is the first winner. Second. Okay. This should be the winner. Okay. Triple eight 2005 2001516. Yeah. Okay, these are seven winner. And after the one again, I will take the eighth winner. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Edwin Melvin. You are calling from Voice of Liberia.
Okay.
Did you play Voice of Liberia?
Yeah, just this morning.
Okay, your name.
I'm John Colley.
How many times?
I played 7 times.
7 times?
Yeah.
Oh wow, John. You contributed highly. Okay. When you won 2,500.
Okay.
You got it in your account already, right?
All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's gone. I don't have progress. Soon we enjoy the country account.
Okay, I will keep you.
Okay, John.
Okay.
Okay. John is our seventh winner and has won himself 2,500 Liberian dollars. You see how interesting, beautiful the game is. The more you play, the more you win. We're going 17,590. So we are giving out 7,500 already. So keep the entry to *799 okay and select number 8 was a Liberia. Play with 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents and win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. And once you win, we send your money automatically. They won't know if or and. Once you win, we give you the money. Yeah, this one coming in broke. Well, we should have selected the 8 winner, but I'm trying to figure it out here. Trying to figure it out here. The system. Oh wow. I'm trying to figure it out. Let's see what we can select the 8 winner. *799 okay, select number was Liberia, play with $100 and win 2,500. Very, very fast and free. You send your money immediately to your account with no delay. The entry should go to *799 hash. Okay, select number 8 for Liberia. Play with 100 Liberian dollars and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We have generated 7 winners. And we can go to our 8 winners. Wow. Well, small more. Okay. The threshold. Pick up the 8th winner. And the 8th winner, pick up the 8th winner, right? Let's see. I draw the 8th win. Okay. We got an 8th winner now. Let's see whether we can pick up the 8th winner. And how do we pick up the 8th winner? Okay, we got 8th winner already. So we say 0886. Okay. This is our 8th winner. So you know how much we have given out already. So keep the entry coming to be the 9th winner. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Edwin Melvin Joanne. I call you from Boston, Liberia. What your name? Who?
Justina Fire.
Justina Fari.
Yes.
Justina, you play Boston Liberia. Ask me where the morning.
Yeah.
How many times you play?
3 times.
3 times. Okay. That's 300. You are 1,500.
I'm still not playing the game. Thank you.
Huh?
I'm still not playing the game. Thank you.
You are still not playing the game?
Yeah, I can do that to happen.
Yeah, you know, win 500. Yeah.
Alright,
Check your account.
thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so you have played the game so many times and you can win today. Or helps us has won the 2,500 Liberian dollars. And let me see what is possible. We could take another winner, 700. Okay, so we'll pick the ninth winner shortly. We'll pick the ninth winner shortly. Yeah, and that's how we roll. So keep the entry that's 799 hash. Okay, select number 8 for Liberia, play with 100 Liberian dollars and win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. The more you play, the more you win. And you can play with the 7% or you play with the $100 LD, right? All you do is star 799. Okay, and select number 8 for Liberia. Play with 100 Liberian dollars or you play with 70 cents and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. And once you win, send you your money as we've been doing to others. So no one is so special or different from others. Once you win, we say about yeah. So that's it. We move on to our next pointer. Same. But what happened is that from my angle, I want to bring on this issue of President Joseph Boakai time spent in Nigeria, and he, according to the Executive Mansion website, a business tycoon Ahaji Alenko Dangote pays courtesy visit to the president Joseph Boakai, hope to strengthen economic diplomacy for Liberia. And I want to run through the action release quickly. Then we can go on. They say Lagos, Nigeria, Africa's renowned business tycoon and leader, Alhaji Alenko Dangote, recently paid a courtesy visit to His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boakai Sr. during the president's recent visit to Nigeria to attend the Aquat Heads of State Summit held in Lagos, Nigeria. The visit served as a pivotal platform for discussions bolster, bolstering economic opportunities for Liberia. This strategic engagement not only underscores Alinko Dangote's influential role in boosting cross-border businesses cooperation, but it also exemplifies the significance of private sector involvement in advancing regional economic integration and development for Liberia. In a complementary development, former Nigerian President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo also graced President Bouakai with a visit, further solidifying the enduring bonds between Nigeria and Liberia and signaling a collective commitment to fortifying relations. Dangote's interaction with President Bouakai it, it emphasized the resonance between private sector leaders and political authorities in furthering sustainable economic growth and fostering a conducive environment for investment in trade, especially for Liberia. President Boaka viewed these engagements as crystal for stimulating inclusive and mutually beneficial partnership that ultimately redound to the prospective and progress of Liberia. So in the picture here, you see President Boakai relaxed, he's laughing, and then uh, in the other picture, you see the former president Obasanjo and Boakai. You're looking at them, right? This is what they can bring back. Picture. Then you see Dangote and President Joseph Boakai. Now, we move on to this issue. You know, when former President Joseph, let's say former President George Weah went to England, he met with the Prime Minister. Former President George Weah met with Didier Joba, met with Samuel Ito, he met with Terry Henry. His visit with those guys was condemned by the opposition Unity Party by then. They condemned former President George Weah's visit or his interaction with Terry Henry, Samuel Ito, Didier Joba, the Prime Minister of the UK. They say we are only interact with the people. They come back and tell us how he interacted, how they shook hands, and no benefit. Now, President Joseph Boakai has interacted with multi-billionaire, that's a multi-millionaire, Dangote, a business tycoon, as they confirm and call him. But in the interaction, they're telling us that it was a strategic engagement, not only underscores Dangote influential role in boosting cross-border businesses, not only, but it exemplifies the significance of private sector involvement in advancing regional economic integration and development for Liberia. So he exemplified what difference has Dangote pledged, or has President Bouaka and Dangote has gone into an agreement to bring for Liberia as they are talking here, it exemplify. When you talk about exemplify, it means it's setting an example of certain things people been doing and you are opting to do or you coming to do. So what is the business they went through now? What the agreement or something they ever did that we think we can rely on and say yes, the president had the interaction with Dangote. We all know Dangote is very rich. So interacting with Dangote, our concern is not that you start with Dangote, you took picture of Dangote, your lecture or he give you. Our concern as a country is what Dangote or what Liberia still to benefit from Dangote. That's our concern right now. Dangote is a money man. So the president interaction with any individual outside the country that will be placed on the executive marshal website as an achievement. Liberians will see the tangibles. So from the president's office, this is an achievement now that the president interacted with former President Olusegun Obasanjo, and he also interacted with Dangote. But what is the benefit? The bragging that they achieved, they have met with businessman Dangote. But in return, what have we benefited? Is it the handshake President Bouaka gave Dangote or Dangote gave President Bouaka? Or is it the hockey or the dinner they had together, the water they drank, the food they ate together? What have we benefited that the e-marshal will go about breaking? They criticize George Weah for sitting with Samuel, sitting with Didier Juba, that he interacted with them and never brought nothing. They said he went there empty and he came back empty. Now the president has gone to Nigeria, interacted with Dangote and came back with nothing. But he telling us that he interacted with Dangote, interacting with Dangote, he telling us that he exemplifies the significance of private sector involvement in advancing regional economic status. So, what did King George get a benefit? What did Asela Meta get a benefit? What did the Sala Rock Corporation, SRC get a benefit? What did Fire get a benefit with Dangote now? So, things that we say were wrong in previous regimes should not be seen in this regime. When a boyfriend will tell the woman that your husband in the home is worthless, I'm the boyfriend, I come and take care of you. When the woman leaves the husband and come to you, the boyfriend, you should be able to provide more than what the husband was doing in the home. So if the husband used to bring in 2 cups of rice and you condemn that husband for bringing 2 cups of rice, you came and took on, you should bring 3 or more. But you can't come back and bring the same 2 cups of rice or even bring one. Then you telling the woman, love you, things will be fine. So what sense do you think it portray to that woman when you promise the woman that the previous husband who was bringing the 2 cup of rice was never enough or never sufficient? Now you are taking on you bringing 2 cup of the same 2 cup of rice the person had. You bring it in fact, now you bring it 2 cup of rice on time. So now you bring 1 cup. So now you nothing at all. That's what happened with the Joe Baka government in Liberia. Things former President George Weah did, they said were wrong. Now they have taken, they stay doing the same thing. So how do we consider their leadership now? What a difference they said they were going to lead us by. What is the difference? It's the same old thing. So should Liberians continue to lie to take state power? So now the next person maybe who will succeed Joseph Baka will come into another lie. Maybe they'll tell you Joseph Baka was sleeping, and in fact, we worked with Joseph Baka, say he was sleeping. We decided to resign from his government. Now we come back, we have understood all of the lapses in government, and we come into the right checkpoints and move on with the path of development in the country. Boom, you put our president there, the president started to do their own thing to enrich themselves. The people who wouldn't lie to us and make themselves millionaire around here. You see? People who never had the ability of renting 1 room apartment, now they are the owners of the whole house. They are the owners of cars. People who never had a dime to sustain themselves or their family. Today, They are now posting, balling in various clubs. On Friday night, go out. Sunday night, go out. Saturday, go out. You see the guy in the club balling. Something that they said George Weah and his leadership or his guys were into, and we condemn it. They brought their ideology to us. They sold it, and we bought it. We accepted. We got rid of George Weah and his guys. Now today, the same thing they said was wrong is the same thing they're doing today. So what is the difference now? Eh? Dangote interaction President Waka. What we stand to be, what the achievement that they come be telling you, putting on the e-market website. You promoting who? Yeah. Let's see what I can do. Go back to our cash giveaway and pick up few winners, give them their money, and come back. We join them quickly.
Before then, let's bring up some of the comments that you left on the legislature, the inquiry today. Toga Biere said, you took 54 million loan from a businessman and committed LIB, means Liberia, to pay 80 million over 4 years. So Mama Capability, who eat the 26 million? This one we can't take all because of time, or just a few. And this one is a bit long, but we'll run through. So I'm following the show. There is a UP lawmaker who argue on the floor that the road fund law provides 25% of the funds be given to the executive for road maintenance, but the legislature, didn't give the authorization to the executive to execute. So where did the executive get the power to purchase if they were purchased? If it is a gift, the law is clear that the president should not receive a gift above 10,000, if I am clear. And this one comes from Jella Greyfield. Sorry, we can go through the rest of it because we got other issues to talk about. Before we're close on the cash money giveaway, just so you know about this thing is coming out about HPX, one of the investments entered into by the government. It was the first, I think, that ceremony took place at the executive mansion. Now, according to the information, they are requesting 80 acres of land from the National Port Management to do their transshipment. Just so you know, the detail will come on that. And Senator Edwin Smith couldn't have put it any better when he said that the current leader isn't treading the path that he ought to as the president of the country. The president is the lead and chief reconciler of the country. This is what Senator Stowe said. He told Ecuador's parliament before the 65th session that the current president has not spoken in person nor by phone to the former president. Since his inauguration, the two have not met, neither have they spoken on the phone. And he felt that the country can be like this, that the current and the former presidents not speaking to each other. And before them, ECOWAS will call for reconciliation in Liberia, saying that it was imperative. And before then, the president himself would say that reconciliation was key. All Liberians need to come together. Beyond that, he was going to form a government of inclusion. But here we are, according to Senator Snow, that the former president and the current president have not spoken. They have not met in person. And I think it's all but reasonable and fair because we have always, over the years, we have always hoped and wished that we would have former presidents because all of the presidents along the way died. So we have not had the opportunity to have current and former presidents. We have hoped for that. Unfortunately for us, now we have former and we have former presidents and current presidents. Isn't it fair that we maintain that cordiality, rapport, and camaraderie as we see with other countries around the world? Let us know what's right. I think the current president needs to reach out. And just so you know, before Joe comes in, I said we're closing on the cash money giveaway. Just so you know, the former president is due in the country. He should have come in on summit. Apparently, there was a change in the schedule. So he's coming in, I think, today. But yeah, what he said that his coming into the country is going to be a low key one. And he gave several reasons for that. That he had been following the developments from where he was in Liberia, and the tension had raised it. So he does not want any violence. He wants the peace of the country remain stable, that all of his partisans will remain peaceful, remain where they are. He's going to come in the country normally as he does, and nobody should get into the street, nobody should engage in any violence or whatsoever. Let the atmosphere just be the most important thing, according to him. The peace and stability of the country matter. It's not about him. It's not about how people react. It's not about how they want to receive it, but rather let the country remain peaceful. Nobody engaged into anything funny. He's coming into the country. It's not going to be extravagant. It's going to be a low key one. Whether he uses VIP, he does not use VIP. It doesn't matter to him, but that everybody will remain calm and peaceful and let the country flow as it is. Right?
Okay, let the country be peaceful as it is. CBC should not destroy what we built. That was his message. Honestly, we take our winner here, the ninth winner. Good morning.
Yeah,
My name is Edwin Melvin. You are calling from Boston, Liberia. You play catch giveaway today, right?
yeah.
How many times you play your name?
Omasco fully.
I'm asking for that you win 2005, yeah?
All right, thank you.
Check your account. You got it?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So keep the entry if possible. They won't matter automatic. Soon you beat the threshold, you win the money. We send it to you. We ain't gotta call you, you know. But keep the entry that star 799 hatch. Okay, and select number 8 for us. Liberia play with 100 Liberian dollars or 70% and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. It is a great opportunity for you on this Thursday. Keep the entry at 799 hatch. Okay, select number 8 was a Liberia play with 100 Liberian dollars, 70% and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. That's what the time we have for you on this show. Good morning, Liberia. My name is Edwin Melvin. Do have yourself a pleasant Thursday. I'm out.
And the show is on tomorrow morning. Samira Walla is in on tomorrow. My God's covering. So she's playing along with on tomorrow for the weekend's presentation. Yesterday was her birthday, and it was a joyous one. We all during the celebration. It was a unique one, very unique. So she's in on tomorrow for the show. Good morning, Liberia. Sekou couldn't be in today. He's on a very extensive research, and on Monday it's going to be a bomb. You don't want to miss it. I assure you, it's going to be a bomb, a double bomb. You know what? That's going to be his research. So he couldn't be in given the nature of the research, but he will be in on Monday and Monday get ready. Okay, so this is how we go home on the Thursday presentation of the show. Good morning, Liberia. My name is Sam Andrew. Shalom.